Well, hello and welcome. Nikki and I here to wrap the markets up for you. Well, it's not been the best of the days when it comes to the benchmark indices. The Nifty has fallen down, retreated further, in fact moved below the mark of 8,600. As you can see from the chart here, we've seen it move within a 70 odd point range, but it is in the negative territory right now. Well, in today's job trade, we've had two highlights. First, of course, is the economic survey, and that has projected a GDP growth of around 6.75% to 7.5% for the fiscal of 2017-18. And there has been a lot of talk about universal basic income as well as recapitalization, more importantly establishing a central bad bank to take over large bad loans. But of course, based on that, Nikki, I'm assuming we've had a lot of movements, but the rupee, however, hasn't seen too much.
Rupee did strengthen for that matter after getting starting on a strong note from 67.95 that it closed and 67.85 that it recovered. So yet it did strengthen, and it did strengthen like for the fifth consecutive session.
Right.
And also bond for that matter, not much seen on bond for that matter. Just a second day of consolidation. Probably they're looking out for bigger numbers. Maybe the market borrowing, the fiscal deficit numbers. But the market is probably in the wait and watch mode for the in the bond market. Market participants are pretty much sitting on the sidelines ahead of the big day, that I would say.
Okay. Well, the other big reason why we have seen the Nifty decline today is that the IT stocks have been bearing down on it. We have seen a lot of weakness in the likes of Infosys, TCS, as well as Tech Mahindra. The reason being that we have had yet another bill in the US. This time it's the H-1B reform bill introduced in the US House of Representatives, and that has once again called for doubling the minimum salary from a current $60,000 per annum to as much as $130,000 for H-1B visa holders. And this of course will have an implication when it comes to margins. It's also the reason why we have seen a lot of weakness, and it's not just this bill. Remember, there is another bill which has been reintroduced to the Congress, and this has similar implications when it comes to all these information technology stocks. Also another reason why we have seen so much weakness, Nikki, and that's, I'm assuming, also one of the biggest losers in today's job trade when it comes to the Nifty stocks.
Yeah, for sure. Infosys and HCL, Tech Mahindra, we all saw these companies particularly losing in the range of 2 to 3 odd %. Also, Sun Pharmaceuticals and Adani Ports are pretty much trading weak ahead of the crucial day. On the positive side, we again see Idea Cellular, which is sitting with gains of around 12.69% for that matter, and also Bharti Airtel, that's again up with 0.74%. That's probably got to do with the speculation that there would be more consolidation happening in that space. ITC was a top gainer. It was up with gains of around 1%. This was after the company, probably the positive sentiment prevailing after the Dabur reported its earning. Agam, would you like to build much on it? How are the Dabur numbers? How are they looking like?
Sure. As far as Dabur is concerned, we were all expecting a demonetization to bear down on the revenues. That's exactly what's happened. But the net profit number is below street expectations, and it's also the reason why we've seen a little bit of correction in the stock. But a stock which has actually positively surprised is Bajaj Auto today, and we have seen its profit beat street expectations, which is also positive, also the reason why it's been one of the gainers in the Nifty. But Nikki, tell me, what's happened in the broader markets? Are we seeing weakness there as well?
Yeah, while it comes talking much on the broader front, that I'd like to speak about Bharti Infratel in particular. The stock has lost close to 10 odd %. This is after CLSA has actually reduced the rating on the stock, both on the estimates, both on its target price as well as the rating. It has cut the rating from underperform to buy after the Idea and the Vodafone proposed merger. Second to the list, we have Cadila Healthcare, which is sitting with a loss, which ended with a loss of around 6 odd %. Then we have Shriram City Union Finance, which ended with a loss of 6.55%. On the other hand, we have Jaiprakash Power, which actually gained 20 odd % for the day. Idea Cellular, Jaiprakash Associates, these were all the gainers. Well, Jaiprakash Power, for that matter, it did touch its 52-week, it scaled its 52-week high. This was after probably reporting a better set of numbers.
Right.
And also the chairman, for that matter, is believed to be in talks with the SBI chairman to close on the proposal to acquire the controlling stake in
Right.
Bhushan Steel. That's probably gone down well with the stock and had led to a rally in the stock.
So, well, leading into the union budget, we have some weakness when it comes to the benchmark indices, but tomorrow is going to be a very, very important day. We will have the finance minister present the union budget, and for that, you should stay tuned in the Bloomberg Quint, because we have lots of important articles as well as information lined up, and a lot of guests too, who will be giving us an idea of what we can expect from the union budget. But that is all that we have for now. Thank you for watching Bloomberg Quint, and we'll see you tomorrow.